Soulknight is 7 years old. It went through multiple changes throughout its history. Being a 7-year-old game, it means it's full of interesting history and facts you may not know. So how about we cover some of those? Skin facts, gameplay facts, history facts. Me and Zed researched everywhere to get as much information as we can, and I'm sure that even if you are a veteran, one of these facts will be new to you. Unless you frantically read every wiki page and little dialogue detail, then yeah, you're superior. You're the better time waster. This is a new style of videos to make for me, so if you like it, let me know by liking the video and give me ideas for what to do next. So, without further ado, here are 50 facts about Soulknight. The cheapest purchasable skin in the game is Vermilion Knight at 233 gems. The most expensive is Jenny Rogue at $4. Yes, our most expensive item is $4. Hear that, League of Legends? The time-traveling ninja is a descendant of the assassin. She is a part of the futuristic ninja clan that inherits the assassin's lineage and traditional ways. However, in Soulknight's Strange Tales 2, it was revealed that the assassin is himself the time-traveling ninja despite his death in a previous episode. My theory is that this is a version of him from another timeline who visits this timeline to fill his void. When the Airbender was released, a typo in his reveal YouTube video showed his name as the Ari Bender instead, and now Ari is his nickname amongst the community. Speaking of Ari, many people wonder why he's named the Airbender even though he bends pretty much everything that is and isn't air. The reason he's named like that is because his Chinese name is Chi Zong. Zong means master and Chi means Kai, vitality or life force, which is the energy the Airbender uses. Kai can also mean air, and so when translated to English, Chilleroom opted to name him the Airbender. Assassin's default look may be inspired by the protagonist of the cartoon Randy Cunningham 9th grade ninja.
Listen, I don't know how it works, but the ninja suit is the straight-up cheese.
A KT Play skin design contest held in 2017 resulted in the production of several skins. These include Elite Knight, Ghost Rogue, Dark Lady and Apprentice Wizard, Death Assassin, DJ Alchemist, Heavily Modded Engineer, Blood Duke and Blood Breed Vampire, Blood Dragon Paladin, Revived Elf, and Wolverine and Monkey King Werewolf. Multiple characters had their passives changed, but none have changed more than the Wizard. Her original passive was gain energy on kill, as if she needed any more. However, it was later replaced by the increased damage of staffs, which was then replaced to the buff we have today. Which is, quote,
"Books are uniquely portable magic,"
is a reference to a quote by Stephen King, writer of books like It, The Shining, and The Green Mile. The assassin's dash mechanic seems to also be inspired by Overwatch, specifically Genji's Swift Strike. Both dash forward dealing damage and reset the ability cooldown if they get a kill. The alchemist skin called Dr. Beaky replaced an old fan-favorite skin called Toxic Corpse. I unfortunately lost my ad because it was my favorite skin. The water dispenser that gives you health in the dungeon is also the engineer's brother. Many think the vampire's quote,
"I don't drink juice,"
reference to the fact that his crimson wine is probably blood. However, the actual reason is that the word for juice in Chinese is Qua Chi, and as you can see, the last part of the word looks like a cross, which harms vampires in their fiction. Please ignore the fact that Homeboy is chilling with a priestess wearing the freaking thing on all the time.
Holy vampire, who are you? I mean you no harm.
no homie love, no hug.
Oh, for sure, my nigga, my bad. What's cracking with you?
When you get the one punch from Werewolf, he says nothing, but he is supposed to say,
"Last passerby gave me a glove. A truly ugly glove. Please take it."
It seems to be bugged for now. Silverwing Paladin seems to reference Reinhardt from Overwatch, specifically his Stoneheart skin. The new shield effects also resemble Reinhardt's barrier. The smallest character in the game hitbox-wise is the Demon Mancer, and the largest is the Paladin. In fact, he's so large he can't even fit through most of the mouths. Elf's quote,
"Stay a while and listen,"
is a reference to Deckard Cain, an NPC from Diablo.
"Stay a while and listen."
Believe it or not, the priestess and werewolf seem to be dating? During the Chinese New Year, the werewolf might say,
"Gonna enjoy sweet dumplings with priestess at Lantern Festival. Not gonna transform this time."
which might suggest that they go on these types of dates often and that their werewolves transformed last time.
What do you mean by that?
The robots
"I dream a military keep all the time, so I asked engineer to design one for me."
quote is a reference to Philip K. Dick's novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Berserker's freestyle icon is a reference to One Punch Man, specifically this scene from the opening. While everyone else has multiple themes and concepts they turn into when they use a skin, the officer is the only character that has a consistent theme throughout, always being a general or a vigilante of some sort. The longest skin name in the whole game is a Taiwan skin named Jade Emperor the Great, most honored of all, embracing sublime, spontaneous existence of the golden towers of the ever-raging realms. With a Demon Master skin named How reincarnated as a girl and learned to practice devilish spells in the netherworld, taking second place. The engineers and interceptor turrets are the only laser-type weapons to not pierce enemies. Everything else goes right through them and hits multiple targets. The Airbender is most likely the oldest character in the game. First, you have to understand that the characters traveled back in time years in the origin world. When the aliens took the magic stone, this is when we find the Airbender, abandoned and possessed. Shinron said that the Airbender is a master of Kai energy, which means he must have trained then using it long enough to become a student and soon a master. So he was already old pre-possession, and he's also here in the normal timeline, which should mean, unless the vampire is as old as his archetype tends to be, that Airbender is the oldest character in the game. The Demon Mancer's default skin was originally her possessed girl skin, which was a compromise by Chillerum made due to her small size. They later changed it into the Demon Mancer we know of today and gave away the other default skin for free. Many people think this is more of a way to cutify the Demon Mancer, but no, she was always meant to look like that based on her release art with the Airbender. So this was purely an imitation thing. Miner's quote,
"I know a friend who likes to hum and mine."
may be a reference to Myla from Hollow Knight, a miner that likes to hum and mine. The fastest character in the game is surprisingly not the assassin or the rogue, it's actually the custom prince, running at 7 movement speed compared to the cast 6.5. Interestingly enough, the slowest is actually the trap master at 6 movement speed, so yes, a little trickster with a hat is somehow running slower than Mr. Titanium Armor over here. Swordmaster is the fastest rework character, getting a full starter weapon rework in the span of 2 weeks where they removed the awkward charging and added a big fuck-off sword that spawns with the attacks. Before starter weapons were a thing, everyone had the bad pistol, Knight's Scarlet starter. Before that, NPCs of the characters used normal floor weapons. The assassin held the katana, the berserker used the axe, and for some reason the rogue had a sniper.
I have a permit for that.
Demon Mancer's energy is capped to 233, the Chinese slang for laughter. In the message inbox, it was revealed that the players are indeed the Soulknights. The wizard went to the same magic school that the Trap Master went to. However, it was revealed that she succeeded and became the wizard we know today, while he failed and became a street trickster as a result. According to this quote, the Trap Master is bald. The Taiwis used to be just a bayonet and a board, yes, that one weapon. A spirit trapped in this contraption that one day gained enough power to form itself a body. Before the redesign, many misgendered the rogue, even in fanart. However, once the new herd sounds and redesigns came around, everyone realized their mistake. The werewolf has a lot of addictions. In any instance, his shonen, even the Strange Tales, is really into gambling. In his default skin, he seems to also smoke during his first kill. Sound of Paradise, Priestess, is the most expensive gem skin in the game, at 15,000 gems. When the officer was first added, he was only an NPC in the living room for challenges. It wasn't until almost 2 years later when he was made into a playable character. There are currently 471 weapons in Soulknight, which is still 30 weapons short of the average number of guns in the American household. The Demon Mancer's entire kit references real-life demons. Let's start counting them. Annie's burning body, her first kill, references Hajenti, the president of Hell in demonology. Inigos is a great duke of Hell who rules 60 demon legions. Ammon is a demon of life and reproduction, and her weapon references the lesser key of Solomon. So yeah, next time you use your Demon Master skill, remember that you're keeping demons awake at night playing a free mobile game. The Devil's Snare is based on the Devil's Snare from Harry Potter. It also bears resemblance to the Torah Ceremonium that opens with the same shape. The Haunted Goblin Priest and Zulan in Ruins are the only Floor 1 bosses to use Floor 2 music. The Golden Crystal Crab is based off the Crystalisks from Borderline 2. It's also the rarest World 1 boss in the game. C6H806 name references ascorbic acid, also known as vitamin C. Despite having a second stage where the head and the body separate, you can still kill the Headless Knight and his horse with a single one punch. The Queen was destroying everybody when she was released, so much that she was nerfed barely a few updates later, losing 300 HP on normal variant and 750 on her champion variant, which may seem like a lot until you hear about the King, who despite not being as hard as the Queen, lost 750 HP in his normal mode and 900 in his champion variant. Yeesh. The Cave Ice Bug has a healing ability that increases its length, which funnily enough references the classic old game Snake. There's even an achievement with the same name for getting it 50 segments long. Name in China is Lord of Eternal Darkness, but was lost in translation and became Lord of Infinite Dark in English. It's also based on Cthulhu. The Volcanic Sandworm is theorized to be a machine, from the loud metallic shrieks when it's defeated, and the fact that it drops are all mechanical. This Soulknight Reddit user found that there is a small Soulknight reference in Kibiki Danshi. You can even see Clash of Clans and Brawl Stars next to it. And finally, number 50. Have you ever wondered how much gems and money you need to unlock every character in Soulknight? The question might seem easy, but it's more tricky than you think, because some characters are unlocked by gems, some with money and some with achievements. You also have to take into account the gems you need to upgrade, as some characters just don't exist without their upgrades, and the gems/money/fragments for all their skills. And what about the legendary characters? Those require their own parts and gems too. And what about the simple weapon? What about the gems that you need to craft their items in the first place? Well, fear not, for I did all the calculations for you, and after a long while of checking the price of everything and summing it together, we got the results. So, the total price of getting every character fully upgraded and all their skills as of update 6.4.0 is 2 achievements, a Soulknight collaboration code, 20 batteries, 40 iron stones, 20 parts, 7 magic fragments of different colors, 999 cells with the Serenade pet, 48 torn pages for skills, $58.69, and 931,586 gems. And I swear, if I see one person telling me to do this again but for all the skins, Thanks for watching. This was different than my usual content, so let me know if you like this and if you'd like a part 2. Probably won't be happening in a while since this was a bitch to make, but I will definitely be down for it in the future. Consider liking and subscribing for more content and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Thanks again for watching and see you next time.